I'd hope to do this on, edit it and do all that shit, but I'm just gonna post it as is, and for the most part, just keep it unedited, stutters, pauses, all that. Mortal Kombat 2. Sorry, Mortal Kombat 2 dropped this trailer yesterday. I watched it a few times. Finally had my thoughts put together. Uh, didn't prepare anything, so I'm just gonna go off memory and shit. So if I miss something, that's why. Uh, I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried about this movie repeating some of the same issues that I had from the first one. It looks like they're going back and doing pretty much what they should have done in that first one with Johnny Cage being the main character. Um, Cole very much seems like he's in the background and shit. So I imagine they'll kill him at some point. Really, he's not in a lot of scenes in the trailer. So hopefully by the time the actual movie comes out, he died on the way and shit. And it's not the character or the actor that I have a problem with. It's just actually, I mean, it's sort of the character. It's the character he was in the first one. I didn't necessarily think he was needed as this intro character or whatever. Um, but they look like they're repeating that same story from the first movie with Johnny Cage in this. Uh, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I said it in the beginning, and I still feel this way even after watching the trailer. It's a miscast. He's just not right as Johnny Cage, at least in my opinion. I felt that before, but then after I watched the trailer, I just didn't see any Johnny Cage charisma, mannerisms, anything. Um, as for everything else, I might touch back on Keith Urban later and shit. But as for everything else I did see in the trailer, I like it, but it'll all depend on how they're utilized in the actual movie. Uh, Baraka's design is okay. Um, it doesn't necessarily sound like Baraka to me. I feel like I'm nitpicking at this point, but I mean, I actually have to see how it plays out in the movie before I know how I fully feel about that. Um, Katana looks fucking damn. It's like spot on. Like I can't find any faults in Katana whatsoever. She has my favorite moment in the entire trailer where she throws the fan and it stops right there in front of Johnny Cage. To me, that's the best moment in the whole trailer. Um, One thing I'll say, I noticed a couple of things in the background. They got the portal stage. I believe I seen a blue one. No, I know I seen a blue one, but I think I seen a red one too. I'm not 100% sure right now. I'm just going off memory. Um, just reminds me of shit that they should have been done in the first movie, but I am glad that they are showing it at period in the second movie and shit. Um, just a bunch of the stages is what I'm gonna call them and shit, but a bunch of the scenes in the movie look like they're taking place on familiar stages from the game. Um, Now, if I hadn't watched that first Mortal Kombat, I may be more excited because of that. It may have given me more hope moving along with it, but I've fell for that trick before with the first movie is what I'm trying to say. Um, the first movie was very promising and wound up being more disappointing. And it's not just disappointing, but it took a lot of cope for me to realize how truly disappointing that movie was. I was so excited. I did like a Mortal. Anytime anything new Mortal Kombat comes out, I do a Mortal Kombat month up until the game drops, and then a little bit after, depending on. game movies, anything Mortal Kombat really. Um, so I was excited, and even though I'm still gonna do that this year because at this point it's just my own tradition, and even though Mortal Kombat has really kind of been letting me down as of recently, I still keep that tradition, at least for me. But yeah, if I hadn't seen that first movie and fell for the trailer the first time, and just had these high hopes for the movie, and the movie didn't hit those bars. If I had 5 bars to give it, it probably hit 2. Uh, so the backgrounds, the costumes, the game accurate costumes, all of that looks really good, and I'm not like that's perfect. 10 out of 10. Maybe not in every single area, but for the most part, 10 out of 10. Um, but that's still not enough to convince me that it will be the Mortal Kombat movie that the first one was promised to be, or at least the 2021 one was promised to be. Um, I'm worried about how much. I'm not gonna watch any more trailers because I really do just. I want to walk into this one just like I walked into the first one. Didn't watch any more trailers after that first one, so I like to keep it like that. Um, I don't really have any big gripes, like anything that's making me hate this movie as of right now and shit. At least from the trailer, so that's a good thing. That's a plus. Um, but like I said before about that first movie and this the writers and directors of the movie and shit like that, I fell for the tricks before and they were good enough to get you a sequel, but those same tricks in this new movie will not work. It will not work as well as it did before. Uh, I'm gonna be way more. I'm gonna be less forgiving about the shit that I don't like. The shit that I don't like about this movie. Um, Not saying I'm not going in to strictly hate it because I do see the fun part of it, and if they pull this off, this could very well jump up into my new favorite Mortal Kombat movie. Uh, as of right now, nothing's beaten that 1994 Mortal Kombat movie. Still to this day, nothing has topped it. And I'm just waiting for something to top it, and hopefully this movie will be that. But because of how the first movie went and the decisions they made in that movie, I'm just more cautious walking into this new Mortal Kombat movie. I see a lot of people praising this trailer and saying that the movie looks great and all this other shit. That just reminds me of how fast people forget. Um, yeah, we seen, like I said before, we seen the first movie and shit. We were all excited for it from the first trailer. Uh, then until we seen it up in theaters and shit. So as of right now, I am excited to see this second movie. I do have the highest of hopes for it. That it is better than that second one. I mean that first movie. Um, but like I said, my list of gripes going into it is Keith Urban, Jesus. Carl Urban. I can't remember his name now. Johnny Cage. Can he really pull off Johnny Cage? I mean, it's not like a super deep, complex character to pull off anything, but there are certain characteristics that someone needs to have in order to pull off an entertaining Johnny Cage. Carl Urban just doesn't have any of that to me, and like I said before in other videos, he's a great actor. I just don't feel he was right for this part. I still feel like that after watching the trailer, and I guess we'll just have to wait to see if I still feel like that after seeing the movie. Um, Other than that, I'm really excited for this. I am excited for this movie. In October. So I'll probably be doing a Mortal Kombat video review up until that point because I haven't done it on my official channel. I don't know if I'll go like best or worst or anything like that. I might just go best for worst. I don't know if I'm gonna go every single Mortal Kombat property that has been put out. That'll come at some point. Maybe definitely the first two Mortal Kombats will be reviewed. But as of right now, I'm probably just gonna keep that video a best of. But I guess I will see y'all in October about. Oh, excuse me. I will see y'all in October about Mortal Kombat 2. Till then, I'll catch y'all next time.